What's up guys? Welcome to this week's cash envelope stuffing video. Thank you so much for joining me. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's having a good week so far. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Briana. I am 31 years old. I live in Texas and work full-time as an office manager at an air conditioning company. I've been doing cash stuffing for 4 years and it has been completely life-changing. So if you are new to cash budgeting or you just enjoy watching these types of videos, I hope you consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you are not new, welcome back. We are going to be stuffing $365 today, which is so exciting. So let's go ahead and get started. Car care is going to be getting $20, and clearly I have not gotten my inspection and renewed my registration yet, which is unfortunate. Every time I drive by the inspection place, it's closed, so I might have to just try a different one. There's one right by my house, but I don't know, it keeps being closed, so maybe I'm just catching them at a bad time. I don't really know. So we have 500 in the bank, 600, 620, 640, 660, 680, 700, 720, 740, 760, 780, and oh my goodness, 800. Oh my goodness, we have 800 in car care. That's insane. About 100 of that or so will be gone within the month, but that is perfectly okay. I am happy with that amount. That's great. Oh, by the way, I did get my new Garmin. I was a Fitbit girly for a few years and I decided to switch it up and get a Garmin this time. I've only had it for a few days. I haven't exercised with it or anything, but I'm enjoying it so far as a watch. It was $150. I got it $100 off around Black Friday, which was great. Next up is coffee, and it's going to be getting $5. And it now has 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. And I have my 7 brew right here. I had to stop and get some. I couldn't resist. I usually get a small and it's $4.98, so the $5 bills work perfectly for that. Next up is food. I am putting 40 in there, and I should not need to go to the grocery store in like a week or two. I say that, but I am a grocery shopping addict, but I have been to Sam's, Walmart, and Aldi in the past week, so I really should not have to go to the grocery store for anything. So hopefully this will last me a little while. I say that every single week, but I'm for real this time. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and 130. And we have all the food in the world. So if I don't have 130 next week, y'all climb through this phone and slap me because there's no need. All right, that is that for my wallet. Oh shoot, I didn't write down any questions. Or maybe I should just stop and pick 2 questions real quick. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I am back and I have questions this time. So sorry about that. It just completely slipped my mind to pick 2 questions for this video. So let's go ahead and answer the first one. So she asked, has there been a surprise expense along the way that made you thankful that you started this budgeting journey? That's a really good question. And actually, yes. Just a few months ago, I'll have to look back and see when that was exactly, my washer broke, just randomly. I bought my washer and dryer in 2020. Everything's been working great, but just randomly one night I was doing the laundry, and when it got to the part where it rinses your clothes and then it drains, it didn't drain. Like the water was just stuck in there. I took it apart, checked the little tube that makes the water come out. There was nothing in it. I don't know what happened. I'm guessing a control board of some, or no, the pump. I think the pump stopped working. So I called a repair place and they said it would be 6 weeks before they could even come look at it. And I was not waiting that long for a washer. So luckily I dipped into my emergency fund. I have a $1,000 emergency fund in my local bank. So I just pulled out of there real fast. My boyfriend and I went halvesies on a new washer, and that was that. It was completely stress-free because I had the money on hand, and it made me really thankful that I had that emergency fund set aside. Obviously, I do have my larger emergency fund, but I didn't have to dip into that, which was great. And then since it was only a few $100s, I was easily able to just put it all back into my local bank, my $1,000 emergency fund, and that was that. It was not bad at all. And yes, having emergency fund is life-changing because that could have been bad. But yep, got that all sorted out and we've been good ever since. I quickly want to show how cute this is. I just put this in here earlier. This is from A Little of It All on Etsy. I'll have her Etsy linked down below. It says financial freedom, and then I have my one from Lily Budgets underneath, so it kind of layers, and I think that's just so cute. So I wanted to show that real quick. Alrighty. Briana is getting $5, and this is my little personal spending category. We have $20, $40, $50, $60, $65, and $70 in there. And if you watched my bonus cash stuffing video from my end of year bonus from work, I spent a whole bunch on just toiletries and makeup products and things that I need throughout the year. So that was very helpful. That stuff normally comes out of here, but since I did just stock up on a bunch of stuff, hopefully my Briana spending category can bulk up a little bit. If I sound out of breath, it's because it's kind of stuffy in here. It was 80 degrees today, guys. It's December and it was 80 degrees. So I have my fan going very, very slow, so hopefully it's not disturbing anything, but it's just a little stuffy. So if you hear me like wheezing, that's why. Briana Budgets is getting 5. We have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45 in there. I have not spent anything out of there recently, but I might want to get a little something in the new year, refresh a few things. I don't know, we'll see. Candy is getting $10. She has so much money, it's crazy. So we have 500 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 65. So 665, I believe, in candy. And that's my dog. Not sweets as much as I would love that. Christmas is completely empty. It was not empty last week, but it is now because Lily mentioned this in her video recently that she was not impressed with gifts that she got a couple people, and then I was like, man, I kind of feel the same way. So I did buy 2 more gifts after I said I was done. So that came out of Christmas, and it's okay. We're gonna be putting $20 in there, and really this is just for next year. So technically I'm getting a jump start, but yeah, starting over there. I knew I was gonna do that too. I was like, okay, I'm saying that I'm done with Christmas. I knew I was gonna buy something else, even though, oh well, that's okay. Clothing is getting 10. Lots of 10s in here. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, and 120. I am good on winter clothes. I have all sorts of jackets and sweatshirts and hoodies. I don't need to buy anything anytime soon, I don't believe. Extra payment is getting 140, and this is going toward my mortgage because I have a very high interest rate, so I'm trying to knock it down as fast as I can. Why did I do it like that? Okay, we have 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380, 420. That's crazy. And this will be going toward my January 1 payment. My interest rate is 7.25. My regular old mortgage payment is $1,129 and some change, but I'm trying to put extra toward the principal when I can. That's my goal for 2025. So that's what extra payment is for, and I cannot wait to see the balance going down. Very exciting for a nerd like me. Family is getting 5. I have not spent anything out of here except for one time. So I don't know. I'll have all this, look at all these 5s, guys. That's crazy. I need to do a condensing, but when I try to do condensings, they're always so short, so we'll see. But anyway, we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and 95 in family. Like I said, I haven't spent anything out of here except for one time, but everyone in my family is so busy that I haven't had the chance to do anything with them. So hopefully someday. And I will be prepared when the time comes. Fun is getting 10. We have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80 in fun. Fun is mostly spent on eating out, to be honest, because my boyfriend and I love to eat food, like Mexican food, pizza, Japanese food. We have a really good ramen spot right across the street from us, and we love to eat there. So that's where that goes most of the time. Gifts is getting 10. There's that darn 103 $10 bill. And gifts now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90 in there. Health is not getting anything. There's 500 in the bank and 25 in cash. And then home is getting 20. I got my olive tree in the mail that I talked about a couple videos ago, and I really, really love it. I do need to get a pot for it to go into, and I have not made it to the store to look for one yet, but so far I'm loving the olive tree. I got a 5-foot one. I definitely could have gone a little bigger, but I'm thinking if I buy a pretty large, like a tall pot, I can prop the plant up on like a box or something and then fill in the edges and it'll look taller. That's my plan. That'll come out of here. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 10 in home. And then lawn care is getting $10. And I did think of something that I want to use this on. I forgot to mention this last time, but right now my outdoor AC unit is just surrounded by dirt and grass and leaves right now, but I would love to dig out the perimeter of it. I'll put a picture so you can see and a reference photo of what I would like. Dig out the perimeter, put little blocks on the outside, and then fill the inside with gravel. One, that will help to keep the outdoor unit a little cleaner, because when it rains, obviously that splashes dirt up onto the unit and you want to keep it clean. And then two, it'll just make it look a lot better than it does right now, because that spot is kind of, it has grass, but it's kind of sparse and it just is not cute to look at. So that's what I want to do. I haven't even started planning that out or anything, so I don't know how much it's going to cost. Surely not that much, but we'll see. So we have 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 250, 260, 270, 275, and 280 in lawn care. If it's more than 280, then I'm gonna not do that, but it really shouldn't be. A few little stones and some rocks to go inside. Oh, and I should get landscape fabric as well. Well, surely that's not gonna be $300, but I guess we'll find out. Phone is getting 5. We have 100, 200, 205, 210, and 215, and I am saving up for my next Mint Mobile renewal. I did 6 months last time, and I'm gonna do a year next time. So I believe that's $360, but I have 6 months to save up for that, so that should be enough time. Sam's Club is getting 20. We did just go to Sam's last weekend, but I had money left over, which is great. So we have 20, 40, and 50 in there now. Let me answer the next question real quick before we get too far. Someone asked, do you plan to build up your health saving account, or do you think $500 is enough? And then she said she has a chronic illness. So if you're someone that has a chronic illness, probably more than 500 is recommended, but for me personally, I do not have any sort of chronic illnesses and I don't take any prescription medication or anything. So for me personally, I think $500 is enough. Plus, I do have my other emergency fund of $10,000. So if something happened to where I ended up with a big medical bill, I would be able to pay that, hopefully all of it with an emergency fund. But for little things that I need, like ibuprofen, Band-Aids, just if I have to take a trip to the urgent care or anything like that, 500 is enough for me personally. So I'm not going to be building it up for now. That may change in the future, but for right now, I'm sticking with 500. And I do have health insurance, so that helps as well. But if you are someone who goes to the doctor a lot or is on medication, maybe a heftier health emergency fund would be good for you. Self-care is getting 20. This will be for my next hair appointment, which I believe is June. Nope, I almost said July. It's a J month. January 2nd is my next hair appointment. And we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 150, 155, and 160. And then lastly, we have travel. I did budget $10 for travel, but instead of stuffing it, I went ahead and took that $100 and put it in my Ally savings account. So we now have $300 in travel. I just decided to go ahead and transfer it before this video just because I'm impatient, but that's where we are right now. I don't have any travel plans just yet, but I do need to figure out if my boyfriend wants to go anywhere for his birthday, which is in March, because if he does, I need to start planning and saving up for it now. So we'll have to figure that out. All right, guys, that is a wrap on this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so if you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and a great weekend, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.